Phil Atlas, Orlando Christopher, the bell is rung. This match coming off of last month's Key to the City. Orlando Christopher, in my opinion, outsmarting Phil Atlas. Jonny, in your opinion, Phil Atlas was screwed.
Yeah, Phil Atlas deserves more, man. This guy's fought his heart out here at Superkick'd, only to get screwed by the Cure time and time again. I don't think it's right.
It was a genius move by the Cure, by Orlando Christopher and Stratosphere, to have that key on a clothes hanger and then reel it in just out of the fingertips of Phil Atlas. But right now, Phil Atlas taking it to Orlando Christopher.
Yeah, just flipping the bird there to Stratosphere, telling him what he really thinks of him.
There is some definite anger and frustration here in Phil Atlas.
Well, this is a rivalry that will never die between Cure and Kush. These guys are going to be at it until the end of time, until Superkick'd burns down or reaches to greater heights, until they don't have to see each other. They're on one side of the building and they're on the other side of the building. That's the only way you're going to separate these two.
This is a feud that will never die. Orlando Christopher charging into the corner, eats a foot from Phil Atlas. What a move off the ropes, off the top ropes by Phil Atlas.
What a Hurricane Rana.
And then
from Atlas.
Orlando Christopher over the top rope. Orlando Christopher holding on. Phil Atlas,
move from
springboard dropkick.
No, what's it? What's Stratosphere doing? No, Stratosphere. No.
Stratosphere has got a chair. Phil Atlas signaling he wants the title, hits the ropes, leaps through the ropes, and a suicide dive to the outside.
What's he doing, Chris?
Phil Atlas is in control.
Grabbing that chair. He doesn't see it. Nobody sees it right now, but it happened right in front of me, Chris.
You got one eye on Stratosphere in that chair and the other eye on the action. Stratosphere, you know he's going to come into play, helping out Orlando Christopher. Orlando Christopher trying to use that chair. Phil Atlas is stepping on it, blocking that attempt. Phil Atlas has got his eyes on Stratosphere. And this is where the numbers game. The Cure uses this to advantage. Oh, what a slam! Orlando Christopher slammed on top of that chair. Phil Atlas now with the chair. Will he use it? Takes a swing at Stratosphere and misses. Referee now taking the chair out of his hand, and the numbers game.
Dang.
What a snap neck breaker there by Orlando Christopher.
Oh, Christopher repping for the Cure.
Orlando Christopher diving into the turnbuckle,
the man
misses.
holds on to the Key to the City and the King of the Six title.
Atlas hits the ropes, and then has his neck draped over the top rope.
Can cash in that Key to the City at any time for the Superkick'd Championship.
A whiplash effect. And Phil Atlas now on the outside, getting beaten down. Jonny, you talked about the Key to the City. You know what? It's a genius play for the Cure right now to hold both titles and the Key to the City. The question will be, does Orlando Christopher even have to cash it in?
Well, I wonder
will he? Here's a cover, 1, 2, just a 2 count.
Does his mindset change if he doesn't hold on to this King of the Six championship? Maybe it does. Maybe he says, what the hell with the Cure? I want it all for myself. I don't know what goes inside of the head of Orlando Christopher, but I don't think good things.
Greed is a powerful sin. Phil Atlas now, reverse knife edge. Orlando Christopher bracing himself on the ropes. Reverses that attempt to throw himself out of the ring.
Atlas
Phil
still
Atlas
hanging
blocks.
on.
Shoulder to the gut. And now leaps over top.
Sunset. Didn't work out.
Orlando Christopher
Still
now
Christopher
with
got
Atlas. And there's a power bomb.
Power bomb.
Power bomb by Christopher. Vicious. And then 2 feet to the face.
That is one word to describe him.
2. Just
Vicious,
a 2 count.
that's for sure.
What a combination of
I
power bomb
think
into a coup de grace.
Amazing stuff, Chris. I think Vicious is his middle name. Orlando Vicious Christopher. I wouldn't be surprised.
Orlando Christopher, the crowd behind Phil Atlas. Orlando Christopher misses with a kick. Goes in for an elbow and misses. Phil Atlas, and a kick to the back of the head. Enziguri, oh no! Orlando Christopher counters with a kick, but then Atlas, that educated feet, as you like to say, John.
Absolutely. And there they are.
Another
Very
one.
educated. First degree. He's got his bachelor's degree.
Christopher
in
is
kicking
stunned.
school.
Punch drunk right now. Orlando Christopher staggering into the corner. I don't think he knows where he is.
No, he has no idea. We call that a concussion.
He is going to need the quiet room, and I don't think the quiet room is located on the mat. Referee up to a 2 count. Follows it up with a 3. Phil Atlas struggling to get to his feet. Christopher back up to his feet first. Oh, and a chin breaker from Phil Atlas. Atlas with a kick to the gut and a kick to the back of the leg. Christopher retreats into the corner. Atlas meets him there with another kick. Atlas hits the ropes, slingshots off, ducks a clothesline. Oh, and a drop kick to the knee of Orlando Christopher.
Chris, I actually wonder Phil Atlas's intentions and his game plan heading into this match. He knew Stratosphere would be here. He came with no members of Kush by his side.
Well, there's Stratosphere trying to get involved in this match. He takes a kick from Phil Atlas, and so does Orlando Christopher. Is Phil Atlas going to do next? Has he got a slingshot in his arsenal? Phil Atlas slingshot over the top of a splash.
Wow. There it is.
Phil Atlas hitting the ropes, and a suicide dive to the outside nails Stratosphere. Phil Atlas taking on both members of the Cure in this match.
I think Phil's gonna fly high, like all members of Kush do best. It's time to put your blunts up.
Phil with a thrilling splash from the top. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, just a 2 count to Orlando Christopher.
Goodness, Atlas flying as high as he can, can't get the 3 count there.
What a thrilling move from Phil Atlas. What is he gonna have to do to put away Orlando Christopher? Atlas in the corner. You can't forget Stratosphere. Stratosphere reaching into the ring.
There he is.
The referee's going to have to take
That's
control of this.
Man.
Orlando Christopher.
That could be it, Chris.
Up 1, 2.
Schoolboy.
Almost. Phil Atlas trying to go behind. Does. Finally successful. Orlando Christopher's got the ref.
No!
Oh, and a chair shot from Stratosphere. Referee didn't see it.
The ref had to hear it though. Damn it, he's inside the ring.
The ref didn't see it.
He's confused.
It's not cheating unless you get caught.
He had to hear that chair
what a
shot.
move. Orlando Christopher, 1, 2. Oh, but Phil Atlas kicks out.
Wow. Atlas to have the strength, the gusto to kick out after getting smacked in the chair by Stratosphere. I don't think Stratosphere can believe the match isn't won. Neither can Christopher.
I can't believe a chair shot could not put Phil Atlas down.
I can't believe the ref could not hear that. I mean, it rung throughout this underground. Everybody else saw it, everybody else heard it, but one man, and that's all that matters.
Oh, a chair shot goes awry. The chair hit Orlando Christopher. It bounced off the top rope. He charges into the corner. Phil Atlas kicks the chair into the head of Christopher. Oh, what a maneuver by Phil Atlas. It's time to go for a cover, Phil. Another thrilling maneuver. Phil Atlas with the chair. Stratosphere takes the chair to the head, crashes to the outside. He's
no regard for human life.
Head first to the
Phil
concrete.
Atlas.
Super kick to the gut.
Throwing that chair like it's nobody's business right into the face of Christopher.
Orlando Christopher gets thrown off. Oh, what a stunner by Phil Atlas.
Atlas is feeling it. This may be the best we've seen him in months.
I am speechless right now.
Atlas.
A super kick to the head. Phil going for the cover. Hook the leg. 1, 2, 3. A 3.
Is that 3?
That's a 3.
No. Stratosphere interrupts the match.
I think.
The referee has called this contest. Your winner by disqualification,
Phil Atlas picking up the victory. He's definitely got to feel a little disappointed. He's getting a shit kicking right now.
And nobody from Kush to help him out. I know Chambers has his big match later on, but nobody from Kush to help out Phil Atlas.
No, they are driving that chair into Phil Atlas from the middle rope.
No, Chris, no! I can barely look at this. It's not right. It's not right, Chris.
This could be the end of a career for Phil Atlas.
Got a job.